Hello, this is Miss from Yes Know What. Welcome to Yes Know What Side Stories. In today's side story, I'm going to tell you how we record an episode. Well, recording and editing and everything that goes into making an episode, which is, of course, it's not very easy, but I'll walk you through how we do it. So the first step actually begins in Audacity here. You get everybody into a call, schedule a day, and then when everybody's there, you all open up your recording software and you hit record. And then what I'll do is I will list off names. Whenever they hear their name, they clap. So it'll be for example, Mist, Tiny claps, Brayden claps. And that's how we sync. And then once that's done, after like an hour of recording, or an hour 10, hour 20, whatever, I go into FL Studio. I'll go ahead and use a previous podcast episode as an example here. Let's get season 2, episode 1. So what I'll do here in FL Studio is I will drag in everybody's audio and then, cut out any of the bits here and look for the little peaks. So what you'll have here is that clap, but apparently I started recording here very early, but it's really easy. I could just scan through the audio and try to find... This is actually where I start the episode. I'm sorry, that is very loud. So you have, of course, Tiny's clap. Sorry if that was loud. There's me recording. So now I just need to look for my clap. So now I need to find... Oh, hi. Oh, wait. This is the way it starts? Alright, fuck it. I was gonna start it with ladies, gents, and then... Okay, hang on. Me, Tiny, Brayden. And that's how I do it. That's how I start every episode. Or how I sync every episode. So what you do is you first get your syncing. You get your syncing on. And then you cut these down to the peaks. And then you have this. Me, Tiny, Brayden. Nice. Alright. And that's like step 1 of making the whole episode, is getting everything synced, because we all record separately so that I can mix the audio separately. I prefer to do it that way. And then what you do when you're actually mixing the audio itself is you take a segment of long spoken audio, because we have a lot of those. We have a lot of rambling on and ons. So, for example, if I'm mixing my audio, so you listen to the audio and you pick out little problems. So let's listen. Premiere, it's like it's getting slower every update. It's stupid. Like, it took me so long to edit both the Uno video and the Siege. Well, I edited most of the Siege video in. So the first thing that I'm realizing now is that the audio in here is very noisy. There's a lot of noise. So what I'd like to do is put a noise gate on this, but turn the release up so that it's not cutting out my audio in the middle of it. Yeah, it took. And then, of course, yeah. And that's really, like, that's all I want to do to that. I don't think there's any other problems with that. When it comes to Tiny's audio, though, I'm pretty sure Tiny was recording off of some headset mic, so I have to do a lot more tweaking on that.
I don't know, Premiere Pro's always been, like, the simpler layout, and it's always been kind of, like, it's been, like, the nice mix between simple, yet, like, you can get complex with it. So, yeah.
And now, of course, what I can do is I can also do another noise gate on this. Just a slight noise gate. I like to do that for everything, just so that, there's nothing crazy happening. I might have some mastering on this, actually. I think I realize now. I do.
We just...
What was that?
the
And, of course, you sometimes do have to apply limiting for shit like that. What was that? Just to make sure that the stuff doesn't get way too crazy. What was that? Now that we have these fixed up, we're going to listen to Brayden's audio and see what the problem is. So for Tiny, it was maybe his was a bit too loud. With mine, it was a bit too quiet. I should actually boost. I should probably throw a Maximus on it and boost it just a little bit, just to make it just a bit louder. So something like that. That it plays when it freezes is fucking horrifying. That should be good. I can tweak that. I would realistically tweak that later if it, got on my nerves, but that's when I'm listening to the episode itself. And now we look into Braden's audio.
The thing is that it kind of just happens. With me, it was weird. It would start as like a normal dream. It's like not lucid, but then...
And now I've noticing two things. It's very quiet and there's a lot of background noise. So sadly, this is an issue that is hardly resolvable, but I will try my best.
It's like not lucid, but then like somewhere along like the dream, I all of a sudden would just become lucid out of nowhere. It's weird, especially one because there's a popular figure in like the lucid dream community by many names. Some people know some people know the exact shape and figure. Some people only see like a blob or whatnot. But common and typically, I don't know how it is. It's people see him in different kind of spots. But for me,
That's the thing. It's very difficult to work with audio like this, and I think I did fine when I actually published the episode, but working right now, it's very difficult. It's really just a lot of just listening to the same shit again and again and trying to figure out what the issue is, trying to fix the issue the best I can. And then what you do is you just keep doing that. You just listen to the long stretches.
Oh god, fuck. That'd be, oh no. That'd be terrible. Because it's one thing to be in a video game
And then, of course, I just go through, cut out any discrepancies, and then... So what I do after that is, I add in the music. I think sometimes I do this as the first step of the process. We can all say our own piece. All right. Ladies and gentlemen! Shit, I nearly just fell out of my chair. And this is where the actual episode started. And in the actual episode, I did have to turn this down because I did peak the fuck out of my microphone. So, of course, I'll go ahead and do that here. Ladies and gentlemen! Ladies and gentlemen! Shit, I nearly just fell out of my chair. So, yeah, of course. And then what I do is I add in the music for the intro. Ladies and gentlemen! Shit, I nearly just fell out of my chair.
Bro's hyped. How long has it been?
Well, it's been a while.
Things that
Exactly how long
changed.
has it been?
So yeah. After that, then you go right to the outro and you find the outro.
I'm gay!
I don't remember that. And then of course what you do is you take your yes, no, what bumper. I think we actually used the long version for this because this...
Email us at guysnfriespodcast at gmail.com.
And then what you do is you just sync the end of Ladies, Jennies, and NBs to the end of the outro. Ladies, Jennies.
Bye. Bye.
Bye! Woo!
And you just do a gradual fade out. And that's how you do the outro.
See y'all later, ladies, gentles, and
Gentles.
Ladies, Jennies, and NBs.
That's fine! Ladies, Jennies, and enemies.
Bye. Bye.
Bye!
And after that's done, you go here into your Z-Game video editor, or visualizer, sorry. And you click export video, you put that into a folder, you take that into Premiere, you add the fade in afterwards, and you're done. Then you have an episode of Yes, No, What. And that's the process for making an episode of Yes, No, What. And that's it for today's side story. Take care, it's a desert out there, and we'll see you in the next side story, ladies, Jennies, and NBs.